Pop-ups. All right, Ellie and Trixie.
What are the balloons are here for? Are we going to have a party? No, it has something to do with it. You'll see. You just wait and listen. Oh, okay. I've been reading a lot of things in the Bible about what happens around Easter time. Did you read about Henry? Henry? Yeah, the Easter bunny. No, Trixie, the Bible tells us things about what Jesus did. Have you ever noticed that Jesus did some very surprising things during that time? Oh, like what kind of things? Well, there are at least 4 times when Jesus all of a sudden popped up out of nowhere. It was like poof, he was in one place, and then poof, he was in another place. Poof, did that have anything to do with the balloons? Well, you're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Jesus, for the first time he suddenly appeared, was near the tomb where he had been buried. Yeah, Mary and some other ladies went to the tomb and found it was empty. That's right. And they ran right back home where they had come from and told the disciples. That, that's when Peter Rabbit ran into the garden to see if there are any Easter eggs. Trixie. Oops, I'm sorry. Wrong story. That's for sure. Continue on with the Bible one, okay? Okay. So Peter and John ran to the tomb just to check out what the lady said. And they found it was empty, right? That's right. So they went back. They found that it was empty, and they went back to the place where they had been staying. And Mary stayed at the tomb to cry. She thought the soldiers took Jesus' body, right? That's right, Trixie. That's when all of a sudden, well, what was that? That was just one of our balloons. Uh-oh, what was that for? Well, in our story, Jesus suddenly appeared to Mary. Just poof, and there he was, standing there telling her and showing her he was very much alive. Wow, that must have been awesome. I'm sure it was. The next time, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I just have to clear my throat, okay? Okay. 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 So the next time that he appeared, strangely like this, was on the road to Emmaus. That's right. Can I tell a little bit about that one? Sure, go ahead. Well, Cleopas and his wife were on their way home from Jerusalem. They were talking about what the women had told them about the empty tomb. When all of a sudden, oh, why did you do that? Well, that's another time when Jesus appeared. And all of a sudden, Jesus was there walking beside them, right beside them. Weren't they kind of shocked to see him? Didn't they recognize him? No, they didn't recognize him. They thought he was a stranger in town, so they told him all about the crucifixion and what happened when the women came back and told him that the tomb was empty. They had thought Jesus was God's special person. Well, didn't Jesus tell them who he was? No, but he did tell them that there's after dialysis that showed them in some special way that God's special person would be killed and then he would come back to life again. Wow. Did Cleopas and his wife invite him to stay for dinner? Yes, they did. And what happened then? Well, they sat down to eat, and Jesus took a piece of bread and broke it apart and prayed over it, and wow! They recognized him finally. Wow. I bet they ran to him and hugged him to bits. Jesus didn't give them a chance, 'cause all of a sudden, oh, he was gone. Wow, that must have been scary. See that happen. Well, they were so excited, so excited. So what did they do next? Well, they grabbed their cloaks and ran as fast as they could back to Jerusalem to tell their friends what they had seen and heard. Wow, I bet they were so excited. Jesus was alive, really alive. They were all out of breath when they reached the home of their friends, and they hardly got their story all out when all of a sudden, oh, poof! There was Jesus again, standing right there amongst them. Oh, that must have been so awesome. I bet it was. I bet it was. So what do you think the people thought when they saw him? A ghost! Probably. But they found out pretty soon that it was no ghost. And he proved to them it was really him. He was alive and well on planet Earth. Oh, that is such a good story. I like to hear that over and over. And I like all the poofs, too. I'm glad you did. Can I sing a song? Sure, go ahead. Alive, alive, my Savior is alive. He lives forevermore. The sting of death is o'er, and I in him have everlasting life. My Savior is alive. Happy Easter, everyone.